Inside of me are two wolves. One wolf really hates getting ads while watching videos on YouTube. The other wolf, under no fucking circumstances, will ever pay for YouTube. I'm sorry. You know, it's just against my principles. If you once got something for free, you should not ever have to pay for it. Okay? Now, that goes for YouTube. That goes for online journalism, that goes for sex, that goes for cocaine. If you once got it for free, do not pay for it. That's my motto. So the government released some files the other day, and they're all redacted and shit, blacked out. Can't really tell what the fuck's going on. But don't worry, I did my research. You know, I looked through them all laboriously, and I think I figured it out, guys. And I gotta tell you, it is not looking good for Jeffrey Epstein. they were accusing that guy of some serious shit. Man, I think you might like him young. Yeah, man, I don't think that's gonna work out too well for him. So a buddy of mine is out of town and left his keys with me, and he's like, yeah, just hold on to them. And I found out that he has an Apple AirTag on his keys. And the reason I know that is because my Samsung phone let me know that there is this unknown Apple AirTag that may be tracking me. And it's like, on one hand, good looking out. On the other hand, thank you, other piece of technology that is also tracking me. I mean, it's kind of like having a stalker that alerts you that you've got another stalker. Like, hey, I was watching you through the bushes, and I gotta tell you, man, there's this other guy over there. I don't like the looks of him. He's kind of sketchy. You should keep an eye out. Don't worry about me, though. I am the stalker you can trust. So, I've been taking some medicine recently. It's been giving me some stomach issues. I won't tell you the medicine I'm taking, but it rhymes with Brozempic. Now, I wanted to find some people to relate to about it, so I went on Facebook, kind of looking up groups and stuff, and I found this shitposting group about irritable bowel syndrome. They call it IBS shitposting, which is really, it's on the nose. Sure, that works. The weird thing about the IBS shitposting group is the amount of beautiful women that are in this group posting memes about boob. I'm talking objectively stunningly beautiful women are in this group about boob memes. So if you're ever out somewhere and you're like, where are all the beautiful women at? Apparently they're on the toilet. Either struggling to poop or pooping way too much. I assume any beautiful women in the audience tonight that you're just in between poops. Aren't we all? So Dick Cheney died recently. Yay. Hold your applause. Hold your applause.
Oh, no.
All right. So I'm sure you all noticed the flags at half-staff for the death of Dick Cheney. The thing that I've noticed are the businesses that want to really virtue signal their patriotism. So they don't just have one flag. They've got multiple flags and multiple flagpoles. When you put one at half-staff, you got to do them all, or else it looks weird. Which is why you end up, you got a business where they've got the U.S. flag at half-staff, state of Missouri flag at half-staff, city of St. Louis flag at half-staff. If it's June, the gay pride flag at half-staff, just June. The moment it turns July, they take that shit down. But, and personally, I don't think the gay pride flag should be at half-staff unless a really important gay person dies. It's not really my area of expertise. The one that gets me are the businesses that have their own corporate logo on a flag that they then must also put at half-staff, which is how we end up with the Burger King flag at half-staff mourning the death of Dick Cheney. And I can think of no better symbol for 2025 America than a Burger King flag at half-staff. We also have the McDonald's flag at half-staff. Like we're all collectively mourning the death of Grimace. The death of former President Ronald McDonald. I probably shouldn't tell how I know the guy's still in office. You guys think the first stoner musician that realized that Bong and Cheech and Chong rhyme really thought he was onto something? Like, fuck, I'm a genius, man. You know? I bet he was like the first gangster rapper that wrote a rap song using the word trigger. Next joke! Who the fuck is Domino's.com to tell me my password isn't complex enough to order pizza from their website? What business is it of theirs? Maybe I want my password to be pizza123. Shut the fuck up and take my money. Passwords are just, they're just out of hand. All this multi-factor authentication, man. I tried to get on my personal email recently, and using my password isn't good enough. They've got to do some other bullshit. They've got to send a code to a secondary email. And I'm like, dude, I don't even remember having a secondary email. What the fuck? How am I going to get into that? So then I've got to do password recovery on my secondary email. And, you know, they text me a code to my phone, which I guess isn't good enough, because then suddenly I'm getting a phone call. And then I've got to give out all this personal information to the guy on the phone. And then I've got to go to Target and buy a bunch of Visa gift cards. Read the numbers off the back to me. And then finally, I can get into my secondary email just to get back to the first email. Just for the first email to have the fucking audacity to be like, for your convenience next time, would you like to set up a 4-digit PIN number? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, fuck you. So I'm a little OCD, I don't know if you can tell. A little OCD about food, I don't know if you can tell. You know, I do completely normal, regular person things, like go to the same restaurant 50 days in a row and eat the same meal, and then not go there for 2 years, and then start all over again. 20 years beyond back, I used to work at the Dearborn's produce department, and every day on my lunch break, I would go to the Blimpie Subs shop. I don't know if you remember Blimpie, a lot like Subway. I thought they were better personally. I would get the same thing every day. Tuna sub. Fucking delicious, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's my motto, you know? And they started recognizing me coming in, you know? They started making that sandwich the moment I walked in the door. I was like, fuck yeah, what service, you know? One day, one of their employees walks into my work, the Dearborn's produce department. And I see him, and he sees me. I'm like, oh, hey, man. And he goes, oh, hey, it's the tuna guy. Never fucking call me that again. What the fuck was he call that? I couldn't even like, oh, hey, there's that good-looking badass that comes into my sandwich shop here. No, fucking tuna guy, I was mortified. I immediately stopped going. They closed down. I'm not saying my daily tuna sub is the reason that they were still in business, but I guess losing me as a customer didn't help. So we gotta close this fucker out. Fine. I've been thinking about Will Smith a lot recently, which I'm sure you all often do. And you know, it's like, now Will Smith, he's a blacksmith, but what if he were a blacksmith? Smithing things, you know? And if you were wondering if Will Smith was going to do the job of smithing, you might wonder, will Will Smith smith? What if Will Smith smithed replicas of himself? You might wonder, will Will Smith smith Will Smith? Now, what if the replica were also fond of doing the job of smithing? And in the middle of it, you might wonder, will Will Smith smith Will Smith smithing? Now, what if that replica were not only smithing and smithing another replica of Will Smith? You might wonder, will Will Smith smith Will Smith smithing Will Smith? I don't know, man. You start thinking like, what if that replica magically came to life and kind of turned into this like living golem with Will Smith that also did the job of smithing replicas of Will Smith? You might wonder, will Will Smith smith Will Smith, smith Will Smith smithing Will Smith? Now, what if the replica made another replica that also came to life and did the job of smithing replicas of Will Smith? You might wonder, will Will Smith smith Will Smith, smith Will Smith, smith Will Smith smithing Will Smith? And what are we left with? We're left with an army of Will Smith replicas, and Jada doesn't want to fuck any of them. And someone Chris Rock is terrified.